Let's use long division to split an A4 paper into 2 columns and 5 rows. Perfect for making 10 notes per page on money maths exercises. By dividing your sheet this way, we're working out real design solutions. You can try making notes by hand or using Canva. Either way, we're making fun maths resources. Design your maths notes as we learn long division for dividing amounts of money and practice step-by-step problems together. So I want to be able to make some notes with an A4 piece of paper, and I want to make 10 notes a sheet, and I want to see my options. So I want to divide my paper into 2 columns and 5 rows. Let's get started. Let's work out the columns first. So for an A4 piece of paper, we have, depending on which way you're looking at it, we have 21 centimeters width and 29.7 centimeters length. So we have 21 divided by 2. First we'll work out the answer with the remainder, and then we'll go further and work out the answer with decimals. Let's break it down step by step. We're going to write 21 under the long division bracket and 2 outside. Does 2 fit into 2? Yes. 2 fits into 2 once. So we do our division to first. 2 goes into 2 once. 1 times 2 is 2. We're going to subtract the 2 and that leaves 0. But we haven't finished. We have the 1. We're going to drop the 1, bring it down, and 1 here. Does 2 fit into 1? No, it does not. Now we still have to write a value in the 1's place. 0 times 2 is 0. Minus the 0, put 0 here. And we still have 1 left. So we bring it down. This confirms that there's nothing left to bring down, but we have the remainder of 1. So the final answer is 10 with the remainder of 1, because 2 went into 21 10 times and there's 1 left over. Now, what if I wanted to go even further? Let's see what happens if we try to get the exact answer. I'm going to write everything out again. Now, we can't go any further. There's a remainder of 1, but let's put a decimal and add a 0 after 21. So it's now 21.0. This doesn't change the value of the number. It just gives a place value here. I'm going to put the decimal in the answer right above. And we're going to bring down this 0. Now, does 2 fit into 10? Let's do our division. Yes. 5 times 2 is 10. So put our division here there, and we're going to subtract, and that leaves us with 0. So 21 divided by 2 equals 10 with a remainder of 1, or 21 divided by 2 equals 10.5, which means that if we're doing our 2 columns, we can have 10 centimeters or 10.5 centimeters, and that 0.5 are going to be millimeters. So we've still got our A4 piece of paper. So I want 5 rows. I want 5 rows. We're going to do 29.7 divided by 5. First, we're going to do it with remainder, and then we're going to do it into the decimals. So we write 29.7 in our division bar, and we write 5 outside. Does 5 fit into 2? No, it doesn't. But it fits into 29 5 times, and we write the 5 above the 9. 5 times 5 is 25. And then we're going to subtract, and we're going to take away the 25 from the 29. So 29 minus 25 is 4. Now we already know that this is 0.7, so it's not a whole number, okay? So does 5 go into 4? No, it does not. So our remainder will be 4, and that's 0.7.7 if we don't want to go any further. If we do want to go further, we already have the decimal place here. So we can put the decimal place here. It will go. We're going to drop the 7 out. How many times does 5 go into 47? Does it go into 47? Yes, it does. 9 times 5 is 45. So we're going to write our 9 here. We're going to do our subtraction. So 47 minus 45 is 2. Now, we have seemingly nothing left, but we can put a 0 in the place value here. It doesn't change the value of the number, it's still the same value, but it allows us to keep on going. So we're going to bring this 0 down. Does 5 go into 20? Yes, it does. 4 times 5 is 20. Sorry, I will write this. 4 times 5 is 20. I'm going to minus that away, and that leaves us 0. So the answer is, when we kept going, 5.94. So you could either have 29.7 divided by 5 equals 5 with a remainder of 4.7, or 29.7 divided by 5 equals 5.94. Now, obviously, we can do 5 centimetres, yes, but we can do 5 centimetres and 9 millimetres. So now we know how to divide our paper, we can go ahead. We have some options. So imagine that's A4 and that's A4. You can either do you could have your 2 10s here, or you can have your 10.5 column. Okay, if you have your 10, remember there's going to be a remainder of 1, which is this here. And then for your rows, you can either choose to go down in 5s, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you're going to have a remainder of 4.7, okay, which is this remainder here. Equally, you could also choose to go down to the 5.9. So we're going to go 5.9, and then you're going to add 5.9, and 9 plus 9 is 8, carry the 1. 5 plus 5 plus the 1 is 11. So your next point is going to be 11.8. You're going to add another 5.9. 9 and 8 is 17. Carry the 1. 5 and 1 is 6, plus the 1 is 7. And the 1 here. So that's, your next point is going to be 17.7. And then you've got 5.9 again. And 7 and 9 is 16. So you write the 6 here, you carry the 1. 7 and 5 is 12, plus the 1 is 13. 1 and 1, and that's 23.6. That will be your next point. And then you're going to 5.9, and 9 and 6 is 15, plus the 1. And 5 and 3 is 8, plus the 1 is 9. And you drop the 2, so it's 29.5. So you would have 5.9, 11.8, 17.7, 23.6, and 29.5. But remember, it was 5.94, and we're not counting the 0.04. So that times 5 means you will still have a wastage at here. 5 times 4 is 20. So 0, 2, carry the 2. 5 times 0 is 0, plus the 2 is 2, 0.20. And that is our wastage here. So you're still going to have some, but from a design point of view, this has less wastage. Okay, it doesn't matter which you choose. Now it's up to you to go on. We're going to do 1 to a billion, and we're not going to put in the commas, because when we looked at notes from different countries, they didn't have them in there. So we're going to practice without the commas, but if you want to put them in, they're your notes. Make them how you would like them. And let's see where we get. I think we're going to use circles and see what I have around me to try and decorate them.